Grocery prices, and particularly the cost of eggs, remain high across the U.S. As a result, interest in backyard chicken keeping is also rising across the country. National farm and animal retail chain Tractor Supply has seen sales of chicks more than double in the past 5 years, and they expect to sell 11 million chicks this year alone. But does getting eggs from backyard chickens actually save you any money? Kate Stanchiton has more.
There it is.
74-year-old Gwen Bailey has been raising chickens in the backyard of her suburban New Jersey home for 7 years.
It kind of dawned on me that I didn't really need a farm.
Bailey's earned the nickname Chicken Lady of South Jersey for her advocacy and her education work around backyard keeping. She currently has 8 egg-laying hens.
Sandy is my alpha hen and also my oldest.
Interest in the practice increased during the pandemic, and again as the price of eggs has spiked in recent months. More than 58 million chickens have died of avian flu out of an estimated 300 million birds nationwide, the USDA reports. The worst outbreak in U.S. history has pushed egg prices 55% higher than the same time last year, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics.
I went into it for the same reason a lot of people do. I wanted eggs from hens where I knew that they had better lives than the ones on these commercial farms did. But I really didn't expect to completely become obsessed with them.
Tova Danovich is the author of Under the Henfluence, part memoir and part animal welfare reporting on the egg and chicken industries. She says people shouldn't expect to save money getting their eggs from backyard hens, but they should expect to get attached.
People are thinking that maybe it's easier to have chickens in your backyard than to rely on the grocery store. I think what a lot of them are going to learn is that having your own chickens is much more expensive than that $10 a dozen even eggs that you get at the store, but they are really lovely.
Estimates vary, but getting started can cost between $500 and $1,500. Expenses include a secure coop where chickens lay eggs and sleep, a predator-proof run, feeder and food, and chickens.
Here they come.
The number of eggs laid per week varies by breed, and backyard hens typically don't lay during winter months.
I think the best day we've had is about 6 eggs out of 8.
The biggest obstacle to backyard chicken keeping isn't always cost. Local laws vary, and some prohibit it entirely.
The most common complaints that people have is smell and noise, and neither of them really are valid. None of the suburban towns allow roosters because they're too loud. It's a big misconception that you have to have a rooster in order to have eggs.
Bailey worked for 5 years with Haddon Township, where she lives, to change their law in 2018. She's since helped 28 New Jersey communities change legislation to allow backyard hens through grassroots organizing and presenting at council meetings.
When I first found out about the law, it just said absolutely no barnyard animals were allowed, any kind. 4 hens are not going to smell like a huge chicken farm with millions of chickens that you can smell from miles away. We don't want to smell it either.
She also runs classes to teach others the best practices and takes her therapy hens to visit children and the elderly. And more than anything, she loves them.
They're funny, they're smart, the stuff that they come up with. We'll sit out there on a nice day and just watch them.
Kate Santishin, CBS News.
This Money Watch segment has been brought to you by Empower. Take control of your financial future and empower what's next.